Well, hello guys, Mr. Lego123 here, this time doing another Lego Marvel Superheroes Avengers Age of Ultron set review. This time it is on set 76029, Iron Man vs Ultron. On the front we can see basically the set, and then on the back we've got the features, and this does of course come with a super jumper. And yeah, now let's go ahead, open it up, build it, and take a look. Okay, so there is the Iron Man vs Ultron set, and we'll start by taking a look at the instructions first of all. And here they are. On the front you can see it is just the same as the front of the box. On the back we've got the win with Brickbeard there. And then we've got an advertisement for some of the new Avengers Age of Ultron sets. We've got the Hulkbuster Smash, which I have reviewed, this set, which I'm reviewing right now, and the Attack on Avengers Tower, which I'll be getting soon, and the Quinjet City Chase. And then we've just got the features of this set and of course the build. So anyway, now let's get on to the minifigures. And here they are. From left to right we do have Iron Man in his Mark 45 armour. And we've got two Ultron Sentries, and then we've got an Ultron Sentry officer, who is kind of easy to tell that he is an officer simply because of this big backpack kind of thing on the back. And then he does have this helmet, which is perfect to use on the Ultron Prime, who really should have come with one of those helmet pieces. So here is the Ultron Prime figure, and then when you just put the helmet on, that does just make him look a lot better. And you can see it from the back, and how it connects onto that back piece there. So yeah, that's just showing you what Ultron Prime looks like with that on. And then as you can see, torso and leg detailing for all these is all the same, and then the face detailing for them is all the same. Now they do have the blue thrusters on the bottom, just 1x1 round studs rather than like what Iron Man has. They do have a stud shooter each as well, what the actual Sentries do. And then they also, the Sentry officer does have thrusters on the bottom of his hands there. And then there is the back detailing and detail to the back of the head. And then as you can see, this is where his little antenna things connect onto the back there on the Sentry officer. And then onto Iron Man in the Mark 45 armour. As you can see, just the regular thrusters he has. There's his leg detailing and torso detailing. And then the Iron Man mask does have a really cool print on there with the grey on the sides. You can open that up to reveal Tony Stark's face there. And then you can see the back detailing and the back of his head. And yeah. And then he does of course have the super jumper here. So we can just launch him like so. And sometimes he does come off the super jumper like so. So let's just put him back on there. And then that does have a feature in this set, so we'll get to that right now. And so here is the actual set itself. So just moving the figures aside, which the 3 Ultron figures do have a big part in this vehicle, and Iron Man does kind of as well. Here is the actual vehicle itself. As you can see, we can move this up and down, and that is how you can connect the Ultron Sentry officer in, and we'll get to that in just a second. As you can see, this piece here is kind of plain and open with the studs there, but we'll fix that later. And then you can move these on these hinges here, like so. And as you see, that fell out there, but that is again part of the feature of this. And yeah, and then it does have this little bit on the back, which works as a really cool handle. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this little thing. So now onto the actual feature of it. We get our Ultron Sentry officer here, rip him in half, you put his legs down here. So now this vehicle just looks kind of weird. And then you put his body right there. Kind of have to move his arms up a bit there. But you put his body right there on this little slope piece. So now that looks weird. And then to get him to be connected in, you just take this and push it down on the little backpack thing there. And then he is kind of securely in there. So that is really cool. And you can move these legs however you want, and they add as more thrusters to the vehicle. And then the other two Ultron Sentries, you rip them in half as well, like so. So we've got these, and then you just put their legs on these back open studs at the back here. So you just put them right there, and you do the same for both sides. Right there, and then that gives this even more thrusters. And then what you're left with is the bodies for these, and then what you do is you can move the arms up and you just connect them on there like so. So the Ultron Sentries and Sentry Officer do just become part of this vehicle, and it does make it look pretty cool. And then the feature of this is that you move this in the back here, and then with Iron Man on his super jumper, if you can get this to stand up right, yeah, you get Iron Man on his super jumper, and then you just launch him up, and it's easier to get him to hit the antennas than it is to actually get him to hit the Ultron Sentry Officer, and it can knock him out, the Ultron Sentry Officer, and then disable this entire vehicle. So let's just try it. And as you can see right then, he just got launched off the super jumper. So let's just try that again. And he went a bit too high and a bit too far. So let's just try that with less power now. And as I mentioned in my Hulkbuster review, it does help if you aim the minifigure kind of forward like that. So let's give it less power. And that still went a bit too high. So we're going to give this one more go. And then we'll get on to the ratings for the set. So yeah, one more go. Here we go. And that wasn't even in line, so here goes. Final go. And yeah, that was still too high. But anyway, the whole aim is to get him to launch and then hit the Ultron Sentry and just knock him out because of how light he is put in there and how not much balance there is for him there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this set. Definitely a pretty cool set, and I definitely recommend it because all three figures in this are exclusives, even though these three are pretty much the same except one has a backpack and helmet and the other two are just the same. The helmet on the top, this little piece, is also perfect if you have the Hulkbuster set to complete your Ultron Prime figure, so that's definitely a big draw to this set as well. So yeah, overall ratings for this set, I'm going to give this set a 9. Overall, it's definitely a pretty cool set, but when you've got the Ultrons on this vehicle, it doesn't really look very good. It just kind of looks weird having minifigures just split in half and scattered across this. But it is still pretty cool that you can do that because it gives them more features as being minifigures rather than just literally being minifigures. So that's about it for this review, so please like and subscribe and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!